We've got it out right now. Investment banking revenue beat Alison, 1.5 billion versus 1.4. And the numbers here will dribble out. Does Bank of America compete with the excellence we saw from JP Morgan, or do they have the interior confidence to just say, look, this is our story?
Well, some of the stories are the same with Bank of America and JP Morgan. The retail branch build out, deposit growth, consumer loan growth. Those are two things that we saw at JP Morgan. We're going to be looking for Bank of America. Both banks have been gaining share. The trading business is a little bit different, so I'm not sure if you see those numbers yet coming through.
I'm going to go to shareholders' common equity. We go all ratios with Alison Williams. That's what you do. And, you know, as Lex wrote up brilliantly today, and you did yesterday with Bloomberg Intelligence, the JP Morgan numbers are out of body. 15%-ish, 17% on tangible equity. Bank of America, I guess I got 11%, 15 versus 11%. Compare and contrast that ratio of return on equity of the excellence of JP Morgan, 15% versus a 10-11% statistic for Bank of America.
Well, you know, to some extent, it's going to depend on your mix of business, right? So Bank of America is very strong in some capital-light businesses, but JP Morgan does have a very big asset management unit. JP Morgan, I think, has also been, perhaps stronger out of the box coming out of the crisis in terms of improving returns. But one thing that we've seen at Bank of America is really best-in-class cost ratio. And I don't have the numbers in front of me, you do, but perhaps you're looking at more improvement on the cost side. That's something that we're looking at this quarter.
Alison, let me bring in those numbers from Bank of America, actually, because they're just crossing the Bloomberg terminal. Some of these big banks are quite, let's say, intense in terms of earnings, so we do need to also really break it down. Trading revenue, better than expected ex DVA. If you look at the FICC trading, also better than expected, 1.8 billion. But if you look at, so that's the FICC trading revenue. If you look at equities trading revenue, they're actually lagging estimates, and overall the earnings per share, Alison, is coming in at 74 instead of 70 cents. What's the weakest point for Bank of America right now?
So I don't have the full numbers in front of me, but you know, to your point, FICC beat, so that's certainly a comfort. We would have been a little bit worried if they didn't beat after some of the big numbers that we saw from both JP Morgan and Citi yesterday. Their business is more U.S. and credit focused, so we're going to want to hear, I guess, more about what drove the strength there. Equities trading, the miss there. Again, we saw mixed results yesterday. We are seeing the big getting bigger, and so we will want to find out about market share there.